Gold, right? Just hit 3,000. And I also want to talk a little bit about DOGE. Elon, I mean, I got to take my hat off to Elon, okay? Not because of what he's doing, if it's going to be successful or not, because I think the debt is so large. You know, they're finding a lot of stuff, obviously. You know, we all heard about the inefficiencies of the government. I agree with that. I think the government is too large. Inefficient government is a drag, again. And if you, in fact, I put this up on the right-hand screenshot on Twitter with 4.7 million followers in less than a month. The Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE's website is on. So everything they do, they post there. Every inefficiency they find, every fraud, you know, they discover, they make it public. And in fact, they're asking for the public's help. It says, please DM Insight for reducing waste, fraud, and abuse. I agree. I think a lot of that happens in the government. And, you know, are they going to be able to, you know, find enough stuff to lower the debt? We'll find out. You know, time will tell. But on Elon's side, he obviously doesn't care about his wealth. We all know that now. You know, I'm not a huge fanboy of his. I think he's a genius. I think he's an amazing human being. But I mean, he has lost $200 billion of wealth, billion with a B, in the last couple of months, right? Now all the people who loved his Teslas are hating the Teslas. They're vandalizing the Teslas, which I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so but are they going to be able to reduce the debt? Well, first we need to stop it from going up, and the biggest part of our debt is the interest cost that we're incurring. Right, $1.2 trillion last year. So the interest is going on top of the debt. Well, we're almost at 37 trillion. First, we need to stop it from going up. You know, then we can think of reduction of the debt. Is it going to happen by him firing 300,000 government workers? I doubt it. There's many other things that need to happen, and that changes the macro picture quite a bit. So, is DOGE going to be able to fix the deficit spending crisis? Time will tell, I'm going to say, but they're on the right track. They are doing the right things. They are looking into some inefficiencies and waste and fraud, and that does exist. Nobody can deny that. You know, you may like Elon, you may like Trump, or hate Trump and Elon. The point is, even if you're a Democrat, you must agree that your tax dollars are not being spent well for the last how many decades now. And it's completely out of control. You send it to the IRS, to the Treasury, they blow it. Not only they blow all of it, right? They spend $2 trillion more every year than they should. On what? We don't know. So this is what DOGE is good for. At least discover what's happening. I mean, the accounting of the government is necessary, right? If you look at the government as a corporation, the government has never been audited. We just send our money to Washington and then they blow it and they put it on fire. I think regardless of what political, you know, aspirations you have or ideas you have, what is happening is a good thing. An audit of the government was necessary, and it's painful. Yeah, I mean, for some people, I feel for them. They're losing some cushy jobs, but then were you doing your job efficiently? Because in any company, you know, that wouldn't be happening. They get audited every quarter, right? So the important thing is, like, if you look at the chart on the left, the screenshot I put up, this is the blue line with the arrows pointing is the debt. Look, I mean, look where we are, right? And it keeps accelerating. And that's what's bringing inflation, by the way. And what happens? Then the Fed prints money because you need to close that budget deficit of $2 trillion a year. You know, they print the money, they put it into circulation to balance the budget, and inflation happened. And now, until that line that's gone literally parabolic now, or 45-degree angle, I mean, if that was a chart, I would love it. The stock, I would love it, but it's not. It's something that we need to flatten out first, and then we need to start reducing it. And it is necessary what's happening here. So yes, it's painful. Yes, some people are going to get laid off, and you know, things need to change. There's a new sheriff in town. You may like the sheriff, you may hate the sheriff, but the laws are the laws. Now, the point, you know, all of this, yeah, okay, Trump does some good things. Let's say next 4 years, it turns out to be okay. The risky, you know, things that they're doing now by hopefully, maybe it's not true, but I believe it is, that intentionally putting the economy in recession to lower inflation and then bring it back to life. We'll see. We'll see how it's going to work out. But I'm convinced that the government has a lot of waste and fraud in it. I skipped too fast. And you know, first, let's reduce all of this stuff. Okay, let's halt the debt from going up, and then we can work on reducing it. And it's happening now. So I am definitely curious about how much DOGE is going to be able to lower the deficit or the debt, because it is so out of control that it's like it's going to take, I don't know how long, but I hope they're successful at it, because then that's going to set up a long-term run for the economy and for the next generation, because I don't think my kids should be shackled with 37 trillion in debt. And you need to think of the future. I mean, you know, we're all on this planet for a limited amount of time to do the best you can, and then, you know, you just kind of, you know, move on after that. But so time will tell how much DOGE is actually going to be able to reduce the debt.